guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new to this channel, hi, my name is Gold, and if you are a returning subscriber, honey, welcome back home. Oh my gosh, it has been such a long time since I did a makeup therapy, honey. I am so excited to be bringing back makeup therapy videos back onto my channel, and today's episode of the makeup therapy. So I think, let me just quickly explain something to you guys. I am bringing back makeup therapy. Probably every Sundays we'll be getting kind of these sit down videos. I will not be stopping with the vlogs, but those will just drop on any day, right? Yes. So so let me just quickly explain how my makeup therapy sessions things are gonna go. So every Sunday I'll be dropping a new episode of makeup therapy. This is where I get to chit chat, talk to you guys about serious things that have been going on in my life, just experiences that I've been through that I feel like are worth sharing, like today's video. So I hope you guys do enjoy this series. I'm going to be making it more of like episode 1, episode 2. So I think let's just make this an official episode 1. I do have a makeup therapy on my channel. I was speaking about how to gain weight without like going to the gym, just taking certain pills and a certain syrup. If you guys want to know more about that, please do go and watch that video. I think it was very insightful. A lot of people, till this day, I still get messages regarding that syrup, those tablets that I took to help me gain weight. But that was years ago. Now I just have this baby fat and just being happy in my relationship. The reason why I want to bring back this series is because I still do enjoy doing my face and looking pretty, but I feel like I don't want to do makeup tutorials because honestly I feel like not a lot of people are interested in makeup tutorial. Hope you guys do enjoy this video. If you do not forget to like, comment and subscribe, and let's just get right into it. It's going to be a hectic conversation. Take it all with a pinch of salt, please. Not too much, just a pinch of salt. So if you have been following me for some time, or you are just familiar with me or who I am, what it is that I do or whatnot, you may know that I did share a space. I don't know how you want to call it. I cohabitated, fat and sit. Yeah, that. I stayed with my ex-boyfriend for some time. I could say some time. I stayed with him from 2020 to 2023. And in 2023, that was the year my son was born. So as I was actually reflecting on that season, or just trying to come up with questions, or trying to come up with answers rather, as to why did I actually decide on staying with my partner at the time, what could have influenced that. A lot of things came to my mind, but I know the one thing that I actually just was able to resonate with, and something that, you know, touched me, and I feel like this is the reason, is something I really can't share, unfortunately, because it's not my story, but I can just let you know without oversharing. I think from that I just felt a sense of just being alone, fear of being alone. I never felt alone. I always felt like I had someone in my corner, of which I did. And, you know, the only other option for me to not to fill that void was living and sharing the same space with my partner at the time. It just made sense to me at that time. It may not, like right now, even as I speak about it, it even feels like this doesn't even make sense. But if I can put myself back into those shoes that I was wearing at that time, in that year, during that season, I was just so fearful of just not having anyone in my corner that I could just access so freely and so easily. You know, I had people, I still do, but it always felt like a stretch, or it always still feels like a stretch to just reach out. So I just wanted someone that could easily be there at any time, and I don't have to. I don't know. Does it make sense? Yeah. So, and now that I'm, saying this years later, I'm just like, I could have just lived and embraced what I was going through. And basically shouldn't have just rushed into that drastic decision. But like I said, it was just, I think it was a fear of not being, of being alone. I really just didn't want to be alone. I truly didn't want to be alone. And my partner at the time knew that. He knew that so much. What living with your partner does, or what it becomes, or what it looks like, it's like it becomes an unofficialized commitment or committed relationship, because you find yourself performing wife and husband duties. So cohabitating feels like marriage, but without the covenant. You're sharing a space with this particular person, but there's no solid commitment, which becomes very, very tricky. There's no boundaries. You just give yourself. You are all in. And the shared space thing can be amazing on some days. Oh my gosh, some days were just the best days of my life. Some days I was just like, I actually want my space. I actually don't want this. But still, at that time, the fear of just being alone, it would make my blood rush. It would make me so uncomfortable. I remember when he would go and probably visit or not be in my space for some time, I just wouldn't know what to do with myself in a space where I am now existing alone. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know. It just felt like I should just sit and wait for this person to come back. So emotionally, you're all in, but legally, spiritually, you're still in limbo. Listen, I'm speaking for myself here, but at that young age, I'm just thinking to myself, I just want to always be happy, and I'm going to do whatever my partner and I enjoy doing. So I found myself also compromising my spirituality. Just so that I'm not feeling uncomfortable even when I'm doing my spiritual thing. So it could be praying, it could be going to church, it could be, I was still practicing my spirituality, or just keeping faith, or just praying or going to church. I was still doing that, but there were days where I just felt like as a couple, we're probably not spiritually aligned, Oh, but there were good times. There were good times. It just always felt like I had a partner, I had a sibling, I had a best friend, all in one, every day, all day long. It just felt like I had an all-rounder. If I needed a friend, I had a friend. If I needed a partner, I had a partner. If I needed a sibling, I felt like I had it. I had that. Those were just the amazing moments. And what that also comes with its negatives, because you actually find yourself actually pushing away those actual people in your life, pushing away friendships, pushing away siblings, because you're spending so much of your time with this one person that you are not also pouring into your other friendships or your other relationships. And because you're so dependent on this one particular person. Yeah. Speaking about it, even saying it out loud just feels like I just stabbed myself in the heart. because I'm just thinking maybe friendships or other relationships of mine could have been thriving right now. But in actual fact, I'm probably starting to right now, I'm probably in a season where I am trying to open myself up more for friendships, for just other relationships, and not only just sticking to depending on one person to fill my entire cup when it comes to relationships, friendships. I am trying. I feel like that is a weakness in me when it comes to relationships, but staying with the person even makes it worse, because what you find yourself even asking questions like, what is the point? Because I can always do it with you. What is the point of going to lunch with a friend? Because I can always go out with you. Because you're my partner, right? You're my best friend, right? Yeah. And the not so good times, are they? The red flags are there too. The green flags are there too. But you ignore it all. You ignore it all. You ignore the green flags. You ignore the red and the deep red and the red, blood red flags. Because you're just like, I don't want to be alone in this space. So you will overlook the not so good times. But they're there, they exist, they are there. You wanting to spend time with other families, but legally you're not married. It could be incidences where you are actually welcomed by the family, your partner's family, but now you don't even have boundaries there. You get there and find yourself even performing makoti roles in a household where you are not recognized. There's no boundaries. When it comes to the fights, the arguments, every couple goes through its ups and downs. People fight. There's arguments. Now when you're sitting with your partner, that's also your partner, that is also your friend, that is also your sister, that is your brother, that is your everything. And you get into an argument with that person. Especially if you find yourself in a situation like mine, where you just decided, I am going to stay with this person, then when there's arguments, you really don't know who to turn to, because you had not told anyone that you're going to stay with your partner. You have no one to turn to, because you can literally hear the whispers amongst family members that are actually judging you, that are probably making fun of you, that are tapping each other when you enter the room and you're with your partner. You can literally feel and hear those things. So you feel so exposed, but you are sometimes probably just needing someone to talk to. It is a normal thing. It is a normal thing. It's something that happens. It happens because it's like, look at these two that are performing husband and makoti and wife duties at the age of 21, at the age of 19. Now, don't get me wrong. People do it. People do it and it works out for them. Some people do it and it doesn't. But I really just feel like it shouldn't be something that is rushed, especially at that age. 2021. Yeah. I also blame COVID, honestly. Like, what else was there to do? What else could we do, actually, at that time? What else? Besides sitting in the house? So you then take the decision, I'm going to stay with my partner. Yeah, no, I blame COVID. The thing about vat and sit, especially at a young age, it's like, you're in a relationship and you're so happy with your partner. But honestly, you don't know. You know the saying, you don't know someone until you stay with them, until you really stay with them. It's not just a saying, guys. It is something that is real. You could be in a relationship with somebody. Once you stay with them things change. You are seeing the person for who they really are. You are there for the ups, for the downs, for the happy, for the sad. And what sucks is that even if there's moments where you're just supposed to be like, a red flag, you will overlook the red flag. Now, how I feel like these situations can be handled is, there's nothing wrong with cohabitating. People do it and it works out so well. But if you go in there with the wrong intentions, like I feel like I did, I was just like rushing. I was seeing this is what's happening and I need to make a plan now. I need to act because I don't want to see myself being alone. Which now it feels like that was not a good intention at all. Already myself, I'm a red flag. red flag. How do you not want to be alone? Then how will you know what you like and what you don't like? How will you get to know self? So, no. Oh, but it was amazing. It was nice. I felt like I got what I wanted. I really got what I wanted. Didn't want to be alone. I got the feeling of homely, and I got a family. I got a child. I got my baby, But at that age, would I do it again? No. But it's unfortunate I wouldn't know until I get into that situation. If it's something that I want, or if it's something that you want, you'll probably go for it because we all want to see for ourselves. We all want to burn in the fire for ourselves and then learn. We all want to do that. So I don't want to sit here and tell you, don't stay with your partner, don't cohabitate, don't. Because if it's something that you actually want to do, you will do it. You will do it. Take this with a pinch of salt. It's just experiences. It's what happened to me. It's what I went through. And they were amazing times. I learned so much.